All right, Nancy, the door is opening this morning to the state's new high-tech counterintelligence center. It is a rare glimpse at a controversial facility known as the Fusion Center. Fox 7's Rudy Koski live in North Austin at TPS headquarters with the story. Rudy?
Hi, Loriana. Fusion centers are set up something like emergency operation centers, but instead of being activated during the threat of bad weather that just may be at hand, those working inside the building that you see directly behind me, they're working around the clock looking for the threat of criminal activity that may be developing across the state. Now, access inside restricted and tightly controlled. We saw some of the new digital electronics inside that went online 2 weeks ago. There are mapping systems that generate real-time images. They can track the location of every trooper, including how fast his patrol car is moving. Database information can be instantly accessed, like the address of every sex offender in the state. I'm told live video feeds are possible from some locations. The center can be used to help coordinate a response to a crisis anywhere in the state, tracking and uncovering plots by gangs, organized crime, and terrorists. That's the main goal. It's called a fusion center because the idea is to take all the information that's being gathered by different agencies from across the state and fuse it all together into one spot. A staff of 70 analysts process all the information that comes in. State Homeland Security Director Steve McCraw told me the center is not here to do backdoor searches of things like personal medical records or credit card purchases.
We don't do investigations, and we don't take any, we'll call, intrusive tech collection techniques. We don't want them. We don't care about someone's medical records, and we don't want them. And although we're interested in cross-discipline information, for example, an outbreak of SARS, clearly that's something that Health and Human Services worries about. We need to know that and track that as well.
Now, not everyone's happy about this situation. Jim Harrington with the Texas Civil Rights Project giving me this statement today about Fusion Center, saying there is no greater danger to a citizen's privacy. He went on to say that he believes that this is an example of the eyes of Big Brother at work, and he warned that history shows that these centers never operate the way that they say that they operate and end up invading the privacy of people. But Homeland Security Director McGraw told me there is a system in place for checks and balances, which prompted me to ask him this question.
Can you guarantee to the folks in Texas that the information that y'all gather is not going to get misused, not going to get misplaced?
I don't think anybody can guarantee that anything ever happens anytime. We can guarantee that we've got the appropriate internal controls in place and the discipline in place to ensure that rigorous obedience to the Constitution and privacy laws.
Now, on the same floor with this state fusion center, there's going to be the proposed APD fusion center, a watchdog group called Texans for Accountable Government. They've been working hard to set up privacy safeguards, and the director of that organization, that watchdog group, John Bush, is with me now. And you've actually put the brakes on some ideas that you said threw up some red flags.
Yeah, I've traveled across the country with an effort called Operation Defuse, and we've documented a lot of these fusion center abuses that have taken place, from First Amendment protected activity being documented by FBI, DHS, to medical records being documented. And thankfully, thanks to some hard work by Texans for Accountable Government, American Civil Liberties Unions, and several other groups, we managed to stop the Austin Regional Intelligence Center from including a public health/medical analyst that would have done just that, track, surveil different disease trends, and also assist with mass prophylaxis, which could have been vaccination. So thankfully, we exposed that to the light of day, and now that's not going to happen. But a lot of these safeguards that they claim are in place are inadequate. The federal government makes sure that they have protections on criminal intelligence information, but non-criminal information like credit cards or medical information, there's no protections at all. So we're calling on the next legislature in 2011 to ensure that these fusion centers, the 7 across the state, have adequate legislative oversight.
All right, John, thank you very much. And one of the notes, the ACLU has also released a statement on that. You can see that posted on our website. And one other item that happened today with the Public Safety Commission, they made actor Chuck Norris an honorary Texas Ranger captain. You can read all about that on our website at myfoxaustin.com. Reporting live, Rudy Koski, Fox 7 News Edge.